Hello, 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 folks. I'm back and I got a new idea. So, I've been working on my, what is it? My secret floor, right? Also called Deck 0 or Floor 9, the ninth floor. In game, it's going to be Deck 0. It's also known as the secret floor, but it's not really secret. It's not really supposed to be. It's just hard to get to. There's only a few ways to get to it. Either from the southern side, down here, all the way down here. So if you're on the first deck, on the southern region, you can get to deck 0 down here, down these stairs, and here we go, deck 0. This is the outer framework, okay? And then the other way is all the way at the other end of the rift, or level map, whatever you want to call it. In this case, it's a derelict spaceship. And you can get to deck 0 or the secret floor from this stairway, which only you can get to from sort of like, if this was the, well, this is the derelict ship, the bridge, then you can get there from here, from this stairwell. Other than that, it's very difficult to get to. It's not supposed to be something easy to get to. Alright, and since I've been trying, so here you can see southern region down here, northern region up here, and if I press this button, you see the procedurally generated mazes and hallways and rooms generate nicely. Okay? I stop that and play a new one, and it generates a new map. And again, generates a new map. However, whenever I added the logic for the southern region and the northern region, which uses the same logic, it's just in different vector locations, and I added that logic to the ninth deck so that I can have it go from south bottom to the northern top region, southern end to the northern end, so that we have like one long zigzaggy randomly generated hallway with random rooms in it. It only works like 5% of the time. The rest of the time it crashes. So like 95% of the time it crashes and it sucks. And I tried so hard to fix it, but it's apparently it's a limitation of blueprints that you can't have so many iterations over and over. Like if you go into the the settings, and you type in max loop, you see this here, max loop iteration count only goes up so far. And even though here it says 2.14 billion, apparently it's still not enough iterations for my procedurally generated hallways using only blueprints. Apparently, this can be bypassed in C++ scripting, except I don't know how to do any of that. And this is strictly a blueprint only because I don't know C++. Okay, I can do like hello world, but that's it. And so I've decided to just completely change deck 0 now. It's going to be like these outer frameworks here is going to be hard coded. So you see that hard coded bar there, and then the hard coded hallway over here at the southern end, and that's the northern end. And these here are hard coded hallways. So now I'm going to create the skeletal framework, hard coded skeletal framework, and then just a few of the big rooms will be spawning in the middle here, and then the middle. Okay, so in the middle of the southern region, and then in the middle of the northern region, and right here in the middle of the middle region. Alright, so what I can do for now is let me just take, go up here, can close that. look for a floor just as a placeholder. Drag that into there. Give it deck 0 is z equals to negative 575. And let's move it up to 4,000. That's the end of the southern region before it hits these hallways, these outer framework hallways. Okay, so we're at here, but now we need it for here. So let's say I am right here. What is this? What is the y here? I think this is y equals 8,500. I'm not sure. 85. Negative 8,500. Bring it up to 1971. Oh, okay, perfect. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. So right here, these are the numbers I'm going to use to hard code some more placements. So in this case, these are it. You know what? I'm going to move these out, so I'm going to do a whole lot more of these. I'll move it down here. And might as well just give it a box to work within. I'll call this one. What will I call it? It will be called Deck 0. Skeletal framework, I suppose. Okay. Skeletal framework. Go ahead and make this really big. So this is just the construction script of that Deck 0, which is again the skeletal framework, the bones. The inner flesh of this Deck 0 will be the procedurally generated stuff that I will do in the, instead of the event graph, I'll just do it in the northern region event graph because there's space there. Or maybe I just create a new event graph called Deck 0. I wonder. Yeah, maybe I just do that. And call it Deck 0. And then I'll create the custom events in here. But over here, in the construction script is where I will create the dun 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 dun. Alright, so I got that. Wonder if I should create it. Yeah, sure. Just create it like this. Boom. 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 Okay. Dun dun dun. Whoops. What are you doing? Put it like that. And like that. And these will be different. So I will copy and paste these. Just duplicate it. Don't need to copy and paste. And these will be the equivalent ones, but what is going on with this? Oh my goodness. Right. OCD requires. I have to straighten it. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got 1,000, 1,000, negative 4,000. No, the numbers I need are negative 8,500. Negative 8,500. 8,500 at z equals negative 575. Alright, so 8,500. I don't know if I'm going to actually keep, well, I don't know if I'm going to keep the, don't know if I'm going to do it this way. I don't want to do it this way. I'm going to, instead of using these custom events here that lead to these custom events, or, well, yeah, they are custom events. I'm just going to do these right here, these things. I'm just going to do data tables like this here of these. So, I mean, it would be so much easier just to hard code these, I guess, I suppose. I don't know if I should do it that way. Dun dun dun. If I do it this way, what are the benefits of that? Or maybe there are drawbacks. Rather than using this method here of just using data tables to create the skeletal framework, or should I just use the add instance? I mean, that's pretty much what these are doing. They're adding instances of the data table information. This one here is literally brute force building it through the actual custom events, like in this case the add straight ahead custom events, and it's placing it, each copy of it. I wonder, it's still only will only be a certain number of draw calls, which is right here, all of these here. So let me see, what shall I do? Okay, first of all, let me just compile. And then save that. Let's see, it should show up here somewhere. Huh. Oh, you know what? It's probably because it's not connected. Yeah, there we go. It's not connected. There you go. So it's the second sequence after the first one. So we compile. And let's see now. There they are. Okay, so if the room that is randomly picked is spawned here, it will connect to that, right? Dun dun dun. I don't know if I want it here. Do I? Yeah, I'll just leave it there. And then I'll create the... Okay, I need this here, floor, to help me visualize where I want to put things. So what is that? That's 1100. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so let me just put some placeholder. I'll just put some placeholder place kitchen, combo. These are just placeholders. These are not going to actually be hard-coded in. These, in fact, will be the ones. So all of this will be hard-coded. The layout, the bones, the skeletal frame will be hard-coded. But this, the fleshly inner parts, the rooms, the kitchen, this mess hall, the rec room, all of that will be procedurally generated. But hard-coding them here so that I can see where I want to place everything. Placeholder. It's just a physical placeholder. Place rec room combo. Place mess hall combo. And just go ahead and do that a couple of times. Duplicate and duplicate. They will be randomly spawned. Just connect all of these, and then I'll give them their. I just need to see where I need to place them. Where I want them to be placed in the logic. Alright, so all of them will be -575. They will be in deck 0, or the secret floor, floor 9, whatever. The 9th floor, whatever you want to call it. In-game, it'll be labeled on the wall as deck 0. For my reference, it's like a secret floor, but not really for the characters and the lore. It's the secret floor. And physically, technically, it is the 9th floor. So decks 1 through 4 is in the southern region. Decks 5 through 8 is in the northern region. So 1 through 4 is in that region. And up here, decks 5 and 8 is in the northern region. And then down here underneath all of that is deck 0. It's the 9th floor. So that's why it has many different names. So everything is 575. -575 for deck 0. -575. And -575. Let me just pick one of these. Oh, it's up here. Session information. So there's 3,000, 1,000, -2,000, and -4,000. So we'll just say 3,000, -2,000, and is that right? -4,000? Don't know if I want it all the way that far. So -2,000. I suppose I can put it there. -4,000. Alright, and then this one, I guess you could be 1,000. No. 3,000. 1,000. -2,000. These will just be random. -2,000. -4,000. Oops. 4,000, not 400. Alright, now for the Y. Let's see. Might see them up here. There you can see all the rooms down there. at the 0 because I haven't given them their y yet. So I'm going to spread these out. So there will be something here, but let me see. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. What here is, let me see if I place it right here. Negative 12,500. Okay, start with the, right here. Negative 12,500. This will be the northern. Negative 12,500 and negative 12,500. Okay. And they won't be the same big runs. Each time they will be randomly chosen in the blueprint logic. So here we got, what is this? This is the mess hall. And then over here we got also what? What is going, why we got mess hall again? And then again, mess hall. How? Oh, I see. I have a yikes. Okay, so we're not going to do it that way. Darn it. We're going to do it this way. Negative 12,500. Negative 12,500. And so that means this number has to be, let's say, 1,000. Alright, and then this one will be okay, make this one 0. This one will be 6,000. Yeah, I guess you can say 6,000. Minus 6,500. Minus 6,500. So this is going to be in the middle. 6,500. Make sure that these is 3,000. Negative 2,000. Let's just change these up. Let's call this one 1,000. Let's call this one negative 4,000. And this one, okay, that's already negative. Let's see, what should we, negative 2,000. Nope, this is already taken, negative 2,000 taken already, so say this one is 1,000. This one, 3,000. That means this one has to be negative 4,000. Alright, so they're different. All of the zeros is the southern region. All of the negative 12,500s is the northern regions, and all of the negative 6,500s is the middle region. All of the z's are on floor 9th floor, and then their x's are random. Okay, so these are just placeholder. And in the logic, eventually, when I get to it, I'll have it randomized as well. So let's compile and see what the placeholders are so that we can build the skeletal bones framework around it. Okay, so, right, we got these guys here. Oops, something's overlapping. Infinite stupidity. What did I do? What did I do? 1,200, 2,500, 1,200. What did I do wrong? They're overlapping. It turns out some of them are big that they overlap. Not some of them are big, they're all pretty big. So I have to Move them. Okay. Okay, guess what? I'm not going to do it that way then. I'm going to, so this region will be, because they are huge, so I'm going to get, the smallest one is kitchen. I'm just going to, for now, disconnect the kitchen. And these two rooms, oh wait, no, that was, kitchen is one of the big ones, so I keep the kitchen. Rec room is the smaller, skinnier one. So I break that one, and then I put them at the opposite ends of each other. So 3,000 and negative 4,000. It doesn't need to be that far. Let's say 2,000. All right. So now, for the southern region, that's going to have to be the same case. So negative 4,000 and 1,000 here. This one will... Yikes. Let me bring this down. And the one in the middle, I suppose, we'll just... what to do with the one in the middle? Okay, 4,000. Don't know if I want it at 2,000. Say, let me move this all the way to 3,000. This one can be 2,000, and then that one 4,000. I don't know if that's going to work that way. Oh, I know how. We put this one in the middle at negative 2,000, and this one at the end at negative 4,000. So hopefully that... Oh, and I got... that's fine. Oh. Let's just... I know it's not connected, but... There we go. Shoot. I don't want this. This one will have to be like 4,000. Alright, let's see what we got now. Okay, we got this one all the way down here. Do we have a matching? Yes, we got this one and that one. Oh, these don't need a matching anything. It's only the ones here in the middle. Okay, what's going on? Let me see something. Oh, it's blocking. I see. Alright, so I gotta adjust that. Looks like I may need to move these down. Because right now, no. How about instead I move these placeholders up? Again, I'm not gonna use these. I was thinking of maybe using them, but no, I'm not gonna. So let me bring this over here to see what that is. It's at negative 9,500, so negative 95 instead of 8,500, it's 9,500. 95. Okay. Compile. Save. Alright. There we go. Now we got that. This needs to be now, because then it needs to connect to there. This needs to connect to there. So that means this has to move over, which is negative 1,000, which is negative 1,000. So that's 5,000. Is that right? And it's going to be different for every single one of the those rooms. Okay, there we go. Now it's in place. This is the kitchen, and it goes all the way there. This one goes here. This one goes here. Then you go in here. Oops. Yeah, no, that's fine. That means this needs to move down there. All right. This goes in there and then ends up over here. This one goes down here, ends up over here. Perfect. And that's pretty much it. We're just going to have these randomly chosen and randomly placed here. Same with these, randomly chosen, randomly placed here. And same with the down here, randomly chosen, randomly placed. That way we can have this, you know, I don't want this at 0. How about a little bit farther down? Like negative 1,000. Maybe negative 1,000 might be too much, but let's see. Not negative, a positive 1,000 on the Y. That moves it down because my directions are backward in game. Alright, so let's compile and see where do we go from here. It didn't really move it, but okay. Also, I really don't want it to be all the way that far out. And look at all of this space right here. Why not build over here? Why you gotta build so close over there? So, you know what? I'm going to move these a bit over down here. Let me make sure of something first. Let me see. If I go back here. Data, where's the data? Look for unoccupied 9. 9 is the 9th floor, is deck 0. This has everything. All the coordinates that I can use. Which is all of this grid area, all of the middle grid area, and all of the northern grid area that is within these frameworks on the outside. So this here shows me where I can place them, because if you look, they will add them to occupied room and remove them from the unoccupied, which is what this data table is. So if it uses this, it will remove it from this. If the floor occupies this space, then it will remove it from the unoccupied spaces. So let me see what occupied space is. It goes as far as negative 3,500 to on the left side and positive 3,500. So let me ensure that these Okay, again, let me bring this module down to 1000 and say, what is 3500? Okay, so in other words, this is how far they can go that I want them to go anyways, because I want them to stay within the unoccupied region, which is all of this up here. So that's for the northern region. Let's see what the southern region says. Does it have more, or is it the same? Yeah, 3500, negative 3500. So, bum bum bum. Let me see if I can. So, if this is where I want this to be, then the farthest this building block, this Lego block, should go is to here, 3500. So, in order to get it, I need to move this over 1, 2, looks like. So, instead of what room was that? That was the mess. That's the mess hall. Alright, so I move that over on the X. The mess hall at 1000. Move it over on the X by 1000. So the farthest it can go is 2000. So let's see. So that the other end stops on 3500. Yes. So if we move this back, yeah, it goes right at it. Okay, perfect. So that's where I know where oh my gosh, I can't speak. My mind is so dead right now. That's where I know where I want to place the skeletal framework entrances and exits and stuff like that. So it's gonna be right here. Okay. So wait a second. Okay. I'll build it here, even though this is given 1000 as well. Y equals 1000. This one is also y equals 1000, and they're not overlapping. It's because the way that I designed the this Lego block is by pushing it back one. So like if we go into it, and I'll show you. Why did I do it? I don't know. So that was the mess hall. So as you can see, there it is being pushed back. This is what causes it to push back. If I simply just connected from Y to Y, then it wouldn't push back and it would sit exactly where this floor is right now. But since I have it pushed back, I'm just going to leave it. It's already hard-coded there. I mean, I guess I could just change this to 0 and recompile everything and push it forward, but I've decided I'm just going to create, things here like this and like that. So it'll create a connection to this southern framework here for deck 0. So now we have the skeletal framework connecting to a possible, what do you call this? Big room. Because again, it could be this room, or it could be that room, the kitchen, or it could be the rec room. Either way, so long as if this is placed, it does not go past 3500. Now I need to do the same thing for this side. So I need to take one of these again. Now I'll leave those there. I'm going to duplicate these, and I'm going to place it at, again, negative 4000 and 1000. Okay, so that's where I know I where. Again, I cannot say this line. This is where I know where I want to. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. This is. I know this is where I want to place this floor. Okay. No, I don't want to place it because this is too far out of the unoccupied space. As you can see, that there says 4,000. And if you look at any of these, it, it jumps from 35 to negative 35. There is no negative 4,000 in the middle anywhere. So this is where I know where I this here negative 3,500 is the position I know that these big rooms have to be the end have to these are the limits where they can be placed. Oh shit. So negative 4,000 1 2 3 1 2 3 oh gosh, what is it? 1 2 3 1 2 3 that is negative 1,500, is that right? So long as this end aligns with this floor. Okay, let's see. In the southern oh my gosh, I gotta go back. In the southern region, which is these three, I was looking at the kitchen, so this one. So I need to, oh my gosh, I can't do math. Okay, 4,000, I'm using my calculator, plus 1,500 is equal to negative 2,500. So let's do that. 2,500. Let's see if that aligns it correctly. Compile, save. Perfect. That's exactly where I want it. I want it aligned there. That's the farthest it can go, which is negative 3,500, which corresponds to this negative 3,500, and this negative 3,500, and this, and so on and so forth, all the way throughout this unoccupied space. So I don't want anything to ever be built out here or past this. So anything between this wall and here, even though it's underneath everything and it's not going to block it, I should be fine. So actually, guess I could do it that way. All right, so what can I do now? Okay, so now I can place the actual. I know where I can place the actual things now. So this was one of them because I know this big room starts at the left. So if it is randomly placed here, it will still be within the negative 3,500 limits. Again, since they're underneath everything, I shouldn't worry about but that's okay. I'm going to continue to use it. Okay, place that there, place that there. Okay, so, oh, and then I know I want those also to be placed. Oh my goodness. Here, what happened to this? Why did it? Let me see, 0? Yeah. 575, right there. Don't know why that happened. Okay, anyways. Okay, so I know I want that. Right. And then also, since this is all the way at the end there, I know I want to place this all the way at this end here. Okay, there. that's fine, like that. And then for the middle, you see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, and then the other big room is actually only 1, 2, 3 as well. So let me see where I can optimally place. Oh, I can see where I can optimally place these. So if that's 4, then I can see these grid lines here. So I can optimally place them right in these 4 areas right here. So let me go ahead and copy and paste. And then duplicate. So that one there. And then duplicate again for this side. So that's 1, 2, 3, and you know what? I can go further. Let me make sure. Yes, that's correct. All right, perfect. Okay, got it. All right, so so those are the randomly choosable lanes that I can use. Okay. All right. So these will be the so where